my name is Betty, and I'm the Client Engagement Officer at GCS. We are excited to be collaborating with the RDK community once again, this time bringing you the RDK Innovation Series Spotlight. So this is where you'll get a chance to learn about some of the amazing innovation happening within the community. So kicking off our series is QA Cafe, and I have Tim Winters here, who is their Chief Technology Officer. So Tim, do you want to start us off by telling us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me. Let's see, my name's Tim Winters. I'm the CTO here at QA Cafe. I've been in networking. I started working at the University of New Hampshire Interoperability Lab in the early 2000s. So I've been doing networking now for over 20 years, and it's varied anywhere from, I've seen lots of changes to IPv6 to voice, routing, all those different areas I've worked in over time. Lately, that led me to QA Cafe. I have a lot of experience with home gateways and then the RDK community. So QA Cafe, is a company that builds small software. We build software. We're a software company that creates test and measurement and also analysis software that allows people to test their products, validate them. Testing is not a whole lot of fun. People don't want to build their own stuff. So we love testing. We know not everybody does. So we've built some products for that.
Amazing. So you've really seen like the evolution of the market from the beginning, basically. And so how are you involved with the RDK community specifically?
Yeah, we engage in a couple of different ways. We're really engaged on the RDKB side, so on the broadband side of RDK. They use it for internal testing of the reference platforms as they come out, as the reference designs and the software comes out, like the regular builds. We're part of that process where, hey, when they go to push a release, they use our tool to validate it. They post those results publicly, which is really cool. That allows other users who are taking RDKB, integrating it to then run our tool. We've been around our tools in lots of different places. They want to be able to run the tool and make sure they didn't break anything. Right, so they're grabbing this stuff. Before RDK and this great open source community, they were each grabbing their own individual, their own reference design or whatever their software was. RDK allowed them to pull from the same place, but they still want to validate it. They're still putting their own things on top of it. They want to make sure that they're not, certain apps aren't affecting the underlying RDK infrastructure in a weird way where, hey, I'm getting different results than the RDK reference board is. So that's kind of how we got involved, testing the RDK reference, but also helping the community members validate that their stuff still works in a useful way.
Fantastic. And could you dive a little bit deeper into what type of solution this can provide to developers?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have here at QA, we have 3 different products we make. One of them is Passport, which is our IoT-based one, which isn't so RDK, but we do have some experience there. It's our newest product. And then we have CloudShark, which is our analysis tool. It's basically a packet analysis tool that allows users to upload captures, analyze them anyway. That one gets used sometimes on the product testing side, but it also is very popular more on the analyst, IT, DevOps type of situation where people are trying to look at it. And then the last area for our expertise and one that RDK uses is CDRouter, which is our test tool that allows testing of home gateways. And we test everything from wireless, Ethernet, protocol testing, TR69, USP. All of those things are areas that we're helping people validate their products work in a useful way. We have performance testing to make sure, hey, when you're doing these individual scenarios, you make sure your device still performs in a way. So a lot of our customers use it for nightly, CI/CD runs is a common practice for it. They want to make sure, every release, very similar to what RDK is doing. They want to make sure that when they release something, there's not broken. It's obviously bad if your customers are having a bad experience, and they're using our tool to help them. For helping developers, it pinpoints pass fail for every one of the test cases, allows them to go look at it, rerun it, and make sure it works. They can reproduce it in a reproducible way that allows them to drill down to what the problem might be. And between the logs and captures for every test case, it allows people to make the adjustments they need.
Amazing. And how can RDK members benefit from this type of testing?
Yeah, so I touched on this a little bit. What we have, our product CDRouter has what we call test lists that are, think of it like your Apple Music playlist or your Google playlist, whatever it is. We have these test lists that allow the same test case that RDK runs, that we have available. So you can literally just load it up into our box, configure and run the same exact test cases. And then RDK, the RDK community up on the wiki posts the results from every release. So you can compare and contrast the two. Take a look and be like, oh, I'm getting a totally different results for the DHCP testing. We must have done something, or we're getting very different performance results. That's not good. Those are the kind of things that I think the customers are looking for. And that's where a lot of our customers are already using CDRouter in a way. And this is just a way for them to kind of help the RDK community. They're already grabbing it, kind of tell them what test cases they're running. So they kind of have a baseline so they know, what's going on with the individual devices. So that's what we've done to kind of help the community grow as RDK has become pretty prevalent. It's in all these service providers. We're working with them also to create test content that they're interested in making sure that works for them. So we work also directly with the service providers, not just the manufacturers. And in that case, it's users of RDK. We're working with them to create the test content on that side.
They're just looking to the year ahead. What kind of exciting developments can we expect from QA Cafe?
Yeah, one of the main areas we're excited about is we have a lot of customers who are doing CI/CD type setups where, before releases were over months or, twice a year, 3 times a year. Our tool was great for that. A lot of customers now are looking for per commit. The developers want to know when something breaks right away. So we're doing a lot of advancements around allowing multiple testing or trying to make that work in the best possible way for them in many different environments, GitLab, Jenkins, whatever it is. We're trying to make it so you plug our tool in and it works with your infrastructure. That's one of the biggest changes is a lot of customers have their own infrastructure and want us to integrate with it. So that's going on. We're also going to this year doing some more work around our performance. Obviously, if speeds have gotten faster, we need to make sure that we meet those requirements, doing some of those things. And then obviously there's always work on the security and wireless side of things. There's always advancements in both of those. Every time I get asked this question, the answer is always security and wireless in this space. No matter when I'm always working on it. It's always going to, that's always going to be happening.
Excellent. Well, Tim, thanks so much for joining us on the RDK Innovation Spotlight. And if someone wanted to learn more about QA Cafe and your solutions, where should they head to? Should they head to your website?
Yeah. Absolutely. You can head to our website at www.qacafe.com. We're on Twitter and LinkedIn, all of those places. You can find us as well. If you have any questions, we're happy to respond there as well.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Tim. Cheers.